The German soldiers roughly tore open the Soviet woman's clothes, preparing to unleash the anger of the war defeat. Completely venting it on her, the major originally wanted to wait until after the victory of the war, and go home with this woman to get married. But with the war fought to this point, the major could no longer see any hope of victory, so he decided to take the woman and elope, to find a place where only the two of them could live. But what the major didn't expect was that a Soviet sniper had already aimed at them. After a gunshot rang out, the woman fell in front of the major. Watching his beloved woman leave him forever, the anger in the major's heart completely erupted. He directly requested support from the command. Soon a rumbling sound broke the surrounding silence. Dozens of tanks directly arrived here. The major couldn't believe what he saw. The command had actually dispatched an armored unit. At this moment a tank soldier stepped forward, saying that all of them would be commanded by the major. Looking at the building occupied by the Soviet squad in the distance, the major told them to completely flatten it. After receiving the order, all the tanks started simultaneously, uniformly turning their directions toward the target building. When the major gave the order to attack, everyone began to launch an assault toward the building. The tanks directly crushed the obstacles in front of them, allowing the soldiers to advance behind them. At this moment, the Soviet soldiers inside the building simply couldn't believe the scene happening before their eyes. Soon the German forces arrived at the center of the battlefield. All the tanks were also ready. As the major ordered the soldiers to cover their ears, the tanks then began shelling the building. When the first wave of tank attacks ended, the major ordered the infantry to charge forward. At this time the Soviet soldiers inside the building, after being shelled, were already completely unable to stand. Everyone leaned against the walls, waiting for death to arrive. At this moment the German major stood downstairs, furiously shouting for the sniper who fired to come out. And this moment made two Soviet veterans think of a way to turn the tide of the battle.